Hello family, welcome back to my channel. This is Treats by Linda. Today I'm taking you to rural Ghana and we are going to prepare the original authentic green soup. Ebusiafo me mamunye na kwaba. Ende yebeye ebunu ebunu. Ebunu ebunu kama pa a ehwam eye de na ne yesoso de eye easy kra. So mo ye ready a enye mo ma yen hya. Let's start. So for my green soup, I'll be using some oyster, mushrooms. I have here salted pig feet. I'll also be using some smoked goat meat, and I've washed and cleaned all my protein or all my meat, so everything is cleaned and fresh. I also have here some smoked fish or dry fish. And then I'll be using some salted pollock fish or supaku as the market women call it in Ghana. This green all-purpose marinade is a blend of onion, garlic, ginger, aniseed, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, fresh parsley, and fresh basil leaves. Then I have my clean snails, my fresh tomatoes, onion, red and green habanero peppers, and our star of this soup, fresh spinach, and I have here my okra. So because the supaku is salted, it's important to wash all the salt off, and then once it's washed off, you leave it in water. You soak it until it's ready to be used. Now let's start. So in my big saucepan, I put my goat meat, my salted pig feet, and then the snails, and I add my green all-purpose marinade. Rinse everything with water, and then I add my fresh tomatoes, fresh onion, and the red and green habanero peppers. It goes on fire and allow it to steam or boil for about 10 minutes. And once the onion and the tomatoes and peppers are softened, I take them out and I blend it. Because of the salted pig feet, you don't need to add any salt when you're steaming the protein or the meat in the saucepan, else it will be too salty. So just avoid. If you're using the salted pig feet, you don't need to add any salt to it. So once my ingredients are blended, I pour it into the saucepan and I rinse the blender with water and pour it also back in the saucepan. I added more water and then allow it to boil after I mix everything together. Once I mixed the blended ingredients, I put in my smoked fish or the dry fish. And one ingredient that is essential when you're preparing your green soup is Eden fruit. We call it prekese in Ghana. You cannot prepare green soup without this Eden fruit. So that also went in. And then I added in my salted pollock fish or the supaku. Remember, you have to soak it in water after you've rinsed off all the salt so that it takes some of the salt out. Then I added in my oyster mushrooms. Whilst the soup was simmering gently, I boiled my water and then I put in my spinach. That is the star of this soup, fresh spinach. Mostly green soup or ebunu ebunu is prepared with cocoyam leaves, but spinach is a great alternative for the cocoyam leaves because it has a lot of health benefits and it will make your soup really, really delicious and you get that green color. So I just boiled the water, added in the spinach, and 5 minutes it boils over. That is it. You don't have to cook it for too long. After 5 minutes, I just took it out into my blender and blended everything till it was smooth. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, because I have great recipes, exciting recipes that I'll be sharing with you. So please subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. So once the spinach was blended very smoothly, I added it to the soup that was already on fire and added some water, rinsed everything in the blender, and just poured it back into the soup. You can see how bright and colorful the soup, the green soup, is already looking. Yes, so I mixed everything and then added my fresh okra. At this point, you don't even need to let it boil for too long because the soup is almost done. I just cover it, allow it to simmer gently for about 10 more minutes, and you can see that yes, our Ebunu Ebunu is ready to be served. You know, because we used the salted pig feet and salted pollock or supaku, I didn't add any more salt to the soup, because if you're not careful, it will be too salty. So if you're using the salted pig feet and the salted pollock, you don't need to add any extra salt. And once the soup was ready, you know that definitely the fufu was also ready, because in Ghana, whilst you're preparing your soup, you have to ensure that the fufu is also being pounded, yes, so that everything will be ready at the same time. And I just served the green soup or the Ebunu Ebunu with the fufu, and oh my goodness, this was so good, especially when it's Sunday afternoon. You can't go wrong with this. I really hope that you give this recipe a try and you let me know what you think. To all my subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing and watch out for more exciting recipes from Treats by Linda. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give the video a thumbs up, give me a like, share a comment. If you're going to try it, let me know what you think, and I can bet you are going to really love it. It's so delicious. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.